Thank you for tuning in, you don't wanna miss it. The Superstars family with the parents and the children. Oh yeah, we handle business. Let's go, it's time to get it.
Hello everyone,
and welcome to the Superstars Way. I'm Anthony.
I'm Rakita.
And we got some great stuff for you today. Today we want to help you with your communication because that's key in a marriage. And anytime communication is off, a relationship breaks down.
And that is definitely true also in your business.
Yes.
So a lot of times we take what we apply in our marriage and we don't apply it to our business, or vice versa. We want to show you how to use the tools that you learn in both areas together to get the life that you want to live. And that is our goal for today.
Yes, because what typically happens in communication is milestones, what we want to highlight. The person you marry day one is typically different year 2, year 5, year 10, year 20, and it's because different life-changing events has happened. You've had kids, you've had different growth points in marriage, you've had changes in your body, you had health issues or health transitions or whatever you may call them. So today we want to talk to you about some key questions to be able to ask your spouse to then be able to draw out some information from them to help you get on better terms and on the same page.
Yes, because we want to show you how to love your spouse in the way that they want to receive love, and also how to communicate with your spouse the way that they can receive your communication. Yes. So this tool that we're going to discuss today is the 30 questions for married couples. And the exercise, the goal of it is to strengthen your communication with your spouse and with your team.
And the reason why this is key and we know it works is we use this ourselves. And trust me, every time we do this, let me give you one disclaimer. As you're going through the exercise, try not to rationalize or justify whatever the other person says, okay? Because I know as a winner, being competitive, I want to always be right, which most of the time I am. And so when you're doing this exercise, don't try to rationalize or justify your spouse's answers and what they're saying, because there's truth from their point of view. We all have different lenses that we see the world through, so we want to make sure we honor and respect the other person's answers, so then we can actually grow and love each other more effectively.
Yes, and using this tool, we recommend that you do this once a month at least, so that you can get refreshed and you can also refocus your vision on the target that you set out to accomplish. So we want to give you all some examples of some of these questions that we have here.
Yes.
Which one do you want to point out? Which one you have first?
I'll start with number one, because what typically happens, just really, let me help set it up. When you are a married couple, you work together, you live together, you parent together, you have all of these different things that's going on. Again, you really don't know what's going on. So question number one is...
And you work together.
Yeah, you work together.
You run a team together. You run like all these dynamics that we forget that we're doing all together. So
all these moving parts, right? So now, question number one, because see, in my mind, question number one should be a 10, right? How am I doing as a husband or wife in general? So now, when I'm asking her the question, when she's writing it down, she's writing this in context to me. So she's reading this paper, but she's reading it herself as if I'm asking her the question, right?
Yes.
So now I'm asking her so she can either go out to herself, answer these questions and come together, or you can just do them live together like this.
Which that's the way we recommend. We recommend you to go ahead and answer the questions and then schedule a time for you guys to meet together and discuss those answers. So you have time to think through what you really want to say. Not just saying, hey, I'm asking the question, whatever the first thing comes up. But you want to have a deep understanding of what you want to say.
Understanding.
Honest, yes.
Yeah, be as honest as you can. Don't try to spare feelings and all that kind of stuff. Don't just try to cut the other person down. But when you have that time away, come back preferably the same day is what we see the best results with this exercise.
Yes.
All right, so like number one, how am I doing as a husband or wife in general? So she would be answering the question is, how am I doing as a husband? And then I'm thinking she's supposed to say a 10.
You're doing good.
Yeah. And I'm like, good? What? Like, what do you mean by that? But see, there you go. I I gotta respect the answer. She said I'm doing good. I'm like, well, I should be doing.
Now,
phenomenal.
a question that you can ask on that is, what is your definition of good?
Yeah.
So that's a good question that you can do as a follow-up if y'all want to go like that kind of conversation.
Okay.
But as you get deeper into the 30 questions,
Yes.
you'll see that it's going to be deeper, not
Yeah.
any yes or no questions. These are things that you have to really write paragraphs on and give the truth. So then, like, the next one is, what are you most excited about in our relationship during this season?
Yes. So like for us personally, we're doing a lot of traveling, we're doing a lot of speaking, we're getting new experience and exposure for our family. Like one of the real cool things, we got a chance to take our kids on stage with us. We were speaking to over like 2,000 people. They got that experience. So I'm excited about that. So that will be my answer.
Yes.
So what it's doing is also kind of like buttering up, allowing you to kind of open up and talk to each other so you're looking at each other face to face. Because believe it or not, most married couples never really stand and look each other eye to eye because they're always in passing, they're always moving, they're always on the go. So just time to spend looking eye to eye contact is very important.
And being intentional with that.
Yeah.
So when you notice that, that's why we recommend you do this monthly, and then do those check-ins, the date nights and all those things, so that you can be like, okay, it's time to check in, see how we're doing. So yes, go ahead.
Okay, so yes. So number 3, if you could see 2 things change about me, what would they be? Oh. See, you gotta let that person answer honestly, because in my mind, I don't think there's nothing need to change about me, because I'm telling you, I'm about the greatest thing that fell out of heaven.
See, and that's the problem. I need you to, that's one of the things I need you to change right there. That's one of the things right there. That. But yes, yeah. So that's one of the questions. All right, so let me give you another example. Did you want me to ask?
Well, I mean, just.
Well, I gave my answer. That was
Okay,
that.
yeah, that's definitely one. So like, as we go into number 4, because I'll say this.
I don't want to go in order.
Go ahead.
I wasn't going to go in order. I was going to go through another.
Well, just let me do this, because see, what typically happens is, let's just say that one spouse is having issues in the marriage because they feel like they're second place or they're on the back burner to the business, right? So now, just say typically, let's say in this example, the husband is working long hours and then the wife is maybe more home, parental duties with the kids, taking care of the household, stuff like that, but still helping in the business at the same time. But now she's not feeling like she's the priority.
And that was our story. That was our
yeah.
story in the first few years of business, and we had our first child the second year into marriage, and that was our story. So we're not saying what you're doing. This is what our life was like.
Yeah.
Like, he would be working long hours. I'm a stay-at-home mom. We decided that I would stay home with the kids. We'll go full time into this. We would leave our corporate jobs. And for a long time, how much time he was spending with the business, I became resentful towards the business because like it's taking him away from me. But then at the same time, I mean, I still have to serve and help in the business, but I'm still nursing, I'm still taking care of the kids, but you're still running the business. So we don't spend much time together. We don't have that eye-to-eye looking at connecting with one another. Date nights were few far in between, and it was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough.
It was. So question number 4, what ways can I honor you more? So that will be a huge question for her or that other spouse to be able to answer the question. Like, in that time, how could I have honored you more?
Be more present when we are together.
Okay.
Like a lot of times when we were together, it was talking about business. So during that time, I check in with, hey, how are you doing today? I know that you were with the kids and all this thing. Or you know what? I'll take the little Anthony and then you go out. Like, being intentional with those times will be ways that I would have said during that time to honor me.
And make you feel like a priority.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would be quick to check an email. I'll be quick to get back to a client. I'll be quick to make sure this customer's calling about they having this issue with their plan or they having this. And I'm quick to make sure that all their needs are met and they're satisfied. But then at the same time, I'm neglecting you to where it's like, hey, I need a day off. I need a day out. I need some time to myself, but I'm not getting those things. So now I feel neglected because you are doing well by taking care of the business, but you're not taking care of me. And you don't have a covenant to the business. You have a covenant to me as your wife. So
Dang, why we know this 10 years ago?
yeah.
No, but yeah, that's right. So another example of a question I'm gonna go with: what's your dream date night or weekend with me?
That's good.
What's your dream date night? And when we do this exercise, I start to listen to the answers, and it starts to sound similar, and it shows that we're still on the same page. Sometimes you can see what's in front of you and be like, man, we're off a little bit. But when we take time to answer these by ourselves and we come together, we're like, oh, we still good.
Yeah.
So
And it gets really good because like some of these things, because we understand that in marriage, the biggest challenges that causes divorces are going to be money problems or sexual problems. And there are definitely questions in here that's asking questions to get you aligned on the same page sexually, right? As well as financially. So that it gets very deep inside of those questions.
Yeah. A lot of times people are unhappy with their lives because they don't know how to communicate these things.
Yeah.
And you're just accepting what's given to you. But this gives you a chance to get what you want and what you're looking for.
Yeah. And I just throw one of the juicy ones out there, the questions.
There you go.
Let's go a juicy one.
Y'all know what? Y'all know.
How would you describe your ultimate sexual experience with your spouse?
You want me to talk about that on camera
No,
show you later?
Show me later. Tonight! And you gotta make fun of sex during marriage because look, this is the place that is actually good to talk about it. God is applauding. He has ordained it. He's made it a safe place. It's like a fire. Imagine you have a fire break out in your house in the kitchen burn down. You'll burn your whole house down. But then if you have a fire inside of, the fireplace, a fire in the fireplace is meant to be contained in the fireplace. It's safe in there. So that's how sex is. Sex outside of the fireplace, outside of the marriage causes damage. So in your marriage, you definitely want to have sex as a hot topic that you talk about because it's very important.
Yeah. And another question was what was that? Where is that? How often? How many times per week do you prefer to have sex?
Yeah.
Like, our answers might be different on that.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be clear on that, okay? Because your expectations need to match up.
Your sex expectations.
Sexpectations.
Need to match up.
Yes.
And see, the thing is, like, it changes because, like you say, when you were younger, maybe your sex drive was higher. But then again, after you have children, long work hours, maybe you're not as great a shape anymore, so your sex drive is low, or one spouse may not be feeling sexy anymore. So all these things go into it. So whereas the answer before might have been, hey, I want to have sex 4 days a week. Now it drops to 1. But now the person has dropped that in their brains, but before the other spouse was thinking, well, hey, what's going on? I thought we was getting busy 4 times a week. Now it's only 1 time a week. What am I doing wrong? Might not be necessarily anything they're doing wrong. It's just internal that you just now your sex drive is in his hand.
And then that goes into a deeper question of, okay, what makes it 1 time per week? Is that something that I can help you with, or like you say you're not feeling sexy? Like, can we start going to the gym together? Can we start eating different foods together? Like, how can I help you be better so we can have more sex?
Yeah. More.
So yes, that's a few of the examples from the 30 questions for married couples. And what we want to do is give this to you. Yes, we want to give this to you. So how can they get this?
So it's going to be a link that should be popping up now or somewhere around this video. What we want you to do is go ahead, click that link, get access to these questions, and we really want you to apply it, okay? We want you to go ahead and get this. We're going to send this over to you, and trust me, it's going to really be a game changer in marriage. Every time we do this, it really helps us get back aligned. Because by the time you notice it, like you driving and then all of a sudden you drift off and then you're off base with each other, This helps you to get back on the same page and back on base with each other.
Yes, yes. So also, once you get these questions, y'all start answering them together. We want to hear from you.
Yes.
Like, start sending us messages telling us how this affected your marriage in a good way. We want to preferably hear the positive ways,
Yes.
but we will hear the negative ways too. But so we can help one another.
Yes.
Because our goal is to help one another. Y'all help us just as much as we help y'all.
Yes.
We're not perfect and we don't claim to be, but we want to help one another because this is a mission, project. So
Yes. So for yourselves, get access to this. Again, click the link here, the instructions to how to get access to this. And as well as if you know any other married couples that you may think are doing really well. You never know how people are doing behind closed doors. Many people in quiet desperation. So get them access to this as well. I'm telling you, this is a game changer. It really has impacted our marriage. And we want to also pass this blessing on to you. So we blessed to be a blessing.
yes. So thank you all for watching. Get your downloads. We look forward to hearing from you all. And thank you for watching.
See you in the
Next video.
All right, so if you like today's message, we want to get you connected with other like-minded individuals who are also married and doing business with their spouse, because a lot of times most people who are married and do business with their spouse, they're on an island all by themselves and they don't know other people who are like-minded like them. So we want to get you connected to our community so that you don't have to do life and business alone.
So we just want to get in together. Let's grow together. Let's get connected. Like, subscribe. Let's get in community. Let's do this.
Let's go.